Okay guys, let's talk about an assignment question. So this is chapter 2 assignment question number 12. So this question is about a contingency table. So if we read the problem description, it's talking about 25 stocks, and among the 25 stocks we have this contingency table. In this table we have two variables. The first variable is the change in recent day. So it has two categories. One is a positive change and the other is negative change. And the other variable is the change over the prior 1 year or 52 weeks. Also, this variable also has two categories. One is positive change and the other is also negative change. So we get some calculations to do for this question. So I'm gonna discuss how to do those questions, how to do those calculations, and what numbers should we use. So let's look at the part A question. So question is asking what percent of companies reported a positive change in their stock price over the prior 52 weeks. So it says two keywords. The first one is positive change, and the other one is prior 52 weeks. So after reading this question, we know that it's talking about the companies have positive change in the prior 52 weeks. So we are only looking at one variable because the question is talking about prior 52 weeks. So we just look at the variable on the top, and the category, the value of the variable is positive change. So we need to count how many companies are there for this positive change. So we get a 3 and we get a 7. Okay? So if we do the calculation, if you look at the Excel, so that's going to be 3 plus 7. So that's the total number of companies who reported a positive change in the prior 52 weeks. Then we need to divide that number by the total number of stocks we have. So that's going to give us the percentage. So it's going to be over 25. Okay? So if we do the calculation, it's going to be 40%. Okay? And the second one, what percent of companies reported a positive change in their stock price over both time periods? So it says both time periods. After reading this keyword, we know we need to look at both variables because each variable represents one time period. Okay? So we have to find out the positive change for both variables. So the top variable, the positive change, that is the first column, and for the second variable, the positive change corresponds to the first row. Okay? So the first column and first row, so that gives us the number 3. Okay? So we have 3 companies fall into this category, and we need to divide this number by the total number of stocks we are talking about. So that's going to be 25. So if we do this calculation, we are going to have 12%. Okay? And part C, what percent of companies reported a negative change in their price over both time periods? So that is similar to the part B. And instead we are looking for the negative change. So the top variable, negative change, that's the second column, and the recent day variable, the negative change corresponds to the second row. So second column and second row, so that gives us the 10 companies fall into that category. So if we do the calculation, that's going to be 10 over how many companies are we talking about? 25. Right? So that's going to be 40%. That's part C.